sports fans? Trent the Great talking that Sport-Ish, man. I wanted to come to y'all and drop a gem on y'all today. And kind of late with it, but I want to talk about a possible rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Now last week, after Manny's win over Keith Thurman, Floyd and Manny traded punches on Instagram and started off with Floyd saying how he felt it real ironic. Every time Pac-Man's name is brought up in the media, they always attach it to Floyd Mayweather's name. His entire legacy and career is built off my name. For years and years, all you heard is Floyd is afraid of Manny Pacquiao. Floyd is afraid of Manny Pacquiao. But what's funny is when we finally fought, I beat him so easily that everybody had to eat their words. And all the experts, all the critics, and all the jealous American fan base went mute and ran for cover or made every excuse in the world as to why I should give Manny a rematch. You know, and Floyd say he will have the last laugh. Manny, on the other hand, responded and said, "Hey, look, you come to my fight and then you use my name in the post, but I'm the one that is trying to stay relevant. If you want to be relevant again, fight me again, Manny Pac-Man 2. Or excuse me, May Pac 2. Floyd responded by saying, "I make more money than you, I beat you, and I signed you. I was only at your fight supervising you because you're my employee as any boss would do. And I beat you mentally, physically, and financially. Remember, chump, I fight because you fight because you have to. I fight when I want to." Damn. You know, Floyd throwing them punches out there, boy. And Manny was just like, man, so Manny came back, he responds, "Excuse me, Floyd. Your name has not been on any of my PVC contracts, but if you would like to be on the next one, I will have one drawn up and sent to you. Hashtag counterfeit money." Woo! Okay, so they throwing slugs, but it's on Instagram. Now, in one of my earlier videos, I made the mistake. I didn't do my research, and I apologize. But I didn't know that Manny ain't with Bob Arum anymore. He ain't with Top Rank. He's working with Floyd's man, Al Heyman. So that's why Floyd was talking that like that. I'm like, oh, okay. So did Floyd get money off the fight? I mean, hey, I don't know. But anyway, man, this is a possible fight. I mean, is it some people want to see? I don't know. I know the first fight had all the action and fireworks outside of the ring because there ain't much going in the ring. It was boring, and most people said that they didn't want to see a rematch. But some people singing a different tune now. But the first fight, both of them got like $100 million just to sign their name. So you just signed your John Hancock and got $100 million? Man, I'll sign somebody else's John Hancock to get $100 million and risk jail time. You give me $100 million. But they had like a 60-40 split Mayweather's way from the pay-per-views and other sales like, you know, beers and peanuts and, you know, snacks and stuff like that. Because I know Floyd get a piece of everything. So I know they split it that way. But it was like, man, a who's who was there. You had Jay-Z and Beyonce there. Charles Barkley was there. Clint Eastwood was there. Mr. Raging Bull himself, Robert De Niro, he was there. Denzel, King Kong ain't got shit on me was there. You know what I'm saying? Who else? I mean, hell, our president, Donald Trump, he was there. He wasn't the president then, but he was there. Sugar Ray Leonard, the great one, he was there. And I mean, and on, man. It was a whole bunch of people that was there. Now, this fight was nicknamed the Battle for Greatness. Well, it was great, all right. It greatly disappointed because a whole bunch of people had a problem with it, as did I. They were both it was a fight that was 5 or 6 years too late. And Floyd, just like always, always fights a defensive fight, which is boring, but it's effective. And Manny couldn't hit him. Then he talked about he tore his shoulder after the fight and all that. So Didn't live up to the hype, man. Now, Freddie Roach, Manny Pacquiao's trainer, is on record saying that if Manny and Floyd fought again, not only would Manny win, he would probably knock him out. I mean, he talking cash money-ish. Now, with Manny's recent win over Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner early this year, all the talk, this has really heated up all this talk about a Floyd Mayweather Pac-Man rematch. But here's the thing, though. A lot of people saying, and I wonder about it myself, is could Manny beat Floyd in the rematch? I mean, that's it's plausible. It's plausible. I mean, it's something that could happen because Manny's been active and Floyd really hasn't. Now, I say like this. This is my opinion. There are a couple of things that can kind of take precedent in Floyd's life. Now, excluding his kids, because I know he loves his kids and his family dearly. Now, Floyd loves his, what does he love? He loves his money and he loves his record. He's got an unbeaten and unblemished record, and he loves his money. But there's one other thing that Floyd loves, and this don't get talked about a lot. If you notice, especially with these Instagram posts, it's his pride. Floyd is a prideful man because you say anything to him, especially when it comes to fighting, he kind of flip out. And that's what they itching. This is what they hoping. This is what Freddie Roach and Manny Pacquiao hope to achieve, that they can get under his skin and mess with his pride. Because all the talk has been about Manny Pacquiao lately, And all the time, hey, this might be the one thing to make Floyd come out of retirement. Because look at this. They got a chance to make probably $1 billion for this fight. And they both could get close to $500 million for just, after everything's totaled up. Floyd will probably come out on the bigger side. But damn, you're looking at maybe 300, 400, 500 million. Oh my goodness, for one night. And some people ain't getting that in a lifetime. Hell, I probably wouldn't get that in 10 lifetimes, Man, but that's the one way I think we could see Mayweather and Pac-Man too. But do we want to see it? Like I said, after the first one, a lot of people said no. But here's the one thing. The one constant and the one dynamic that people want to see, and they want to see Floyd Mayweather lose, and people will shell over cash and hunks of it to see this man lose. Now, Floyd says it's because he's young, he's black, and he's rich. Well, you ain't that young, Floyd. Shit, you about my age, early 40s, mid, whatever, maybe, but probably, well, as far as people want to see him lose because he's young, black, and rich, maybe because to a degree he's just kind of an asshole, man. I mean, the way he comes off to people. But I met black people who don't like Floyd. All the flaunting, the arrogance, the showing off. That's what kind of sets people back, and it turns people off. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that I think most people don't like. Now, you got a section of people who don't like him because he's black. And you got a section of people who don't like him because he's rich. You got a section of people who don't like him because he's successful, which kind of ties in with the rich. Then you got people who don't like him because of all them things. Race and status quo does play a part of it. But at the same time, when you flaunt your wealth like that, it really does show people the true contents of your character. And a lot of people don't consider Floyd to have a lot of character, especially with the domestic abuse allegations. Well, conviction, yeah, that nigga went to the pen, But, I ain't want to judge. I mean, everybody had their own demons they got to fight. But it's like this, man. My question is like this. The way Manny didn't look lately, you know, how good will Floyd be? You know, Floyd ain't boxed since the McGregor fight. Will he have ring rust? Uh, I don't know. But I say like this, Manny has looked good. You know, he beat the brakes out with Broner, and they gave him a split decision over Thurman, but that wasn't no split decision. That was more of a unanimous decision. He won that fight handily. But I say like this, they both in their 40s. I think Manny's 40, Floyd finna be 43 at the beginning of the year, 42 or 43. But anyway, they both look good. But like I said, they're both in their 40s, and you have something called the proverbial cliff. You know, this imaginary cliff that every athlete seems to hit. And it's just like this. You look good one minute, you flying high, especially with those guys. You know, because they've been on top, and they're so head and shoulder above the rest that when they fall, they're going to look, average. And that's not, it wouldn't be right for those two. You know, so like I said, one minute you're looking good, the next you're looking average or looking bad. Father Time catches us all. You know, it's unbeaten. I mean, they had a draw with Bernard Hopkins until his last fight, and then it went on and took that, gave him that L. But, hey, man, Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Part 2. I'm interested. I don't know if I'll pay for it, but I'm interested. I want to know. I wonder if everybody else is. And how much would the tickets be? You know, I'm pretty sure they're going to fight in Vegas, because that's the only way you could fight. I've heard talks about if they did do it, they would do it in Jerry's World. In Big D. In Dallas. All the Cowboy fans, they love that. Anyway, I ain't even talk about them. Those mediocre people. Anyway, yeah, man. Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather 2. Both of them in their 40s. Will they be pulling up in some wheelchairs or some walkers with some being gay on? I don't know. They wait too long, they will. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, that's just my that's my take on it, man. My sport-ish take. My gem I want to drop on y'all today, man. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm Trent the Great, and I'm out. One.